You need to know this if you're exporting videos outside of Premiere.
In a world where nuclear war has begun, vampires fought back in super real 3D.
I've been using Premiere forever, like the entire time I've been editing. And it's kind of mind-boggling that I'm just now kind of noticing this. I don't know at what point this began. Having some serious issues with black levels shifting. If you're having this problem, there is a fix for it. Now, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. The only reason I came across this, I was testing my video clips out as I was moving along the color grade on one of the music videos inside of this visual EP thing. I was testing it on my OLED monitor, on my OLED TV. If you have an OLED screen, that's gonna produce pure black. Now, in general, I normally don't actually go for fully crushed blacks, but I've recently been wanting to do stuff that's more contrasty. I knew that I wanted pure black, so I was gonna be color grading this a bit different than normal, and then trying to achieve pure black. When I went to export, I had these milky blacks happening, so it looked like this. Here's the way that it should look, because I figured out how to export it appropriately, and here is what it looks like without that. Right? Like on the normal way I was exporting. You see the shift in blacks, and we can see over here, you can actually look on the lumetri scopes as I toggle back on the way it should look, the way I color graded it, the way that it should be, with blacks all the way down, just touching 0, and versus after I exported it, turning into this. Here's a few more examples of this exaggeration. Here is without, so everything's again pushed to 10 IRE. If I show you what it was supposed to look like, there. See, it's just more contrasty, it's closer. Granted, in these fight scenes, I didn't really go for pure black, but it was still different. I was still like, this is kind of grayed out, I don't dig that. Here's another example, very dark. This is the way it's supposed to be. Here's the way it came out after export. So, you know, it really pulls away the saturation levels. Again, here's a different lighting scheme that I did. This is not the way it's supposed to look. This is the way it was supposed to look. So how did I fix this? Well, it didn't matter whether I exported in ProRes. It didn't matter whether I exported DNxHR, H.264, H.265. Finally found somebody online that had a solution, because everyone else was complaining about it for years. So what you do is, when you go to export, which if you want the shortcut command for that is just Control-M, you can immediately bring up your export. What does matter is this, render at maximum depth, specifically the one under the basic video settings, because I can leave this one checked, use maximum render quality. That's fine, I can leave that on. But if I check this one, then you're gonna get those milky blacks. Then it's gonna change the contrast values of your footage. So that is just an option that's always there no matter what. If I go over here and I choose like ProRes, again, the option's there even though I can't, you know, choose to change aspect ratios and my resolution sizes and all that. So if I check this, man, I'm telling you that's the problem. So just don't check that. You'd be inclined to check it because you, of course, want maximum quality, render at maximum depth, of course. Use maximum render quality, yes. These sound like the same freaking thing. I don't even actually know what the difference is between the two, other than that this one screws up my project, this one doesn't. So I just leave this one checked and I export, and that solved the issue, and it looks just like the way that I color graded it. It looks good over on my OLED monitors. It's the way it's supposed to be. So that's the fix. Do not check render at maximum depth. Only check use maximum render quality. How silly is all this? I put out videos every week on all kinds of different stuff. I do direct film, do pre-production planning, concept creation, marketing, everything for companies, bands, etc. So there's all kinds of different information coming across my episodes that I put out weekly. So by all means, feel free to subscribe if you would like. But if you just want to give a like, that's totally cool. Much appreciated. I hope this helped you, because this was a nightmare and I was having trouble finding the solution for it. I had to dig pretty deep online to finally find the answer for it. So take care, guys. Bye.